Good morning. Hello. What was I gonna say? I'm really tired. I just woke up. It's like 11 o'clock and I went to bed at like 3 in the morning because I couldn't sleep. But updating you on my reading, because as you guys saw, yesterday was a really chill day. I went to the North Market and got a bunch of different stuff. I got some ramen, I got some donuts. I was living my best life. But I wanted to update you guys because I was up last night starting Sorcery of Thorns, and I'm not that far into it. I think I'm like, I don't know, 30 pages maybe? Maybe? I lied, I'm 60 pages in. Whoops. But I'm actually really intrigued by this book. I've heard really good things about it so far. It's about a girl named Elizabeth who is training to be a warden, and basically she lives in this library. She's like an orphan, and she lives in this library that is they're designed basically to protect grimoires. So when grimoires are injured or hurt or there's any kind of damage to them, they become basically these monsters that like hunt and attack people. And the sorcerers of the society they live in are kind of limited to what they're able to do because grimoires are made with humans, like they are constructed out of humans, and it's like obviously not okay and like a big deal. But there's a woman who runs the library whose name I can't remember, who is killed, and Elizabeth is sent to the sorcerers for an interview. Like they're basically going to interview her and see what happened because the grimoire is lost, and they are there to protect them because the information that each one contains cannot be recreated basically. So it's like a big deal that one was destroyed because Elizabeth had to fight it to destroy it. And it's the Book of Eyes, which is a book that Elizabeth and the woman who runs like the library actually put into the library itself, into the basement of the library. So they're trying to figure out like what she has to do with it. And the sorcerers are kind of feared at the same time. And the sorcerer that she runs into is named Nathaniel. Nathaniel comes like a month or two before this happens to talk to the woman who kind of runs the library. I don't know why I can't remember her name, but he's the one who actually comes to take Elizabeth to what is called the Magisterium, which is apparently where the like highest ranked sorcerer lives. That is the part I'm on. Very basically, I'm only 60 pages in. This book is pretty big. Let's see how many pages there are. There are at least 450 pages in the book, so not very far in. Not a whole lot of the story, but that is what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be laying around in bed and trying to read as much of this book as I possibly can. The newts start tomorrow, so I am cheating a little bit by getting like a couple hours extra of reading in today, but I mean, I'm not doing anything else, and I know that my August is going to be pretty busy, so giving myself a couple of extra hours, I'm like, whatever, it's fine. But my goal is to finish this today, so we'll see if I'm able to do it. Welcome to my closet. It's very messy in here, but I'm getting ready to get back into pajamas because I went out into the real world today dressed like a Who man. Would never recognize me. I did go to Target though, and I got this swimsuit. This is a swimsuit that I decided on. I literally walked around with my roommate for like 10 minutes. Like, I don't want to do this. I don't like wearing swimsuits. Not because they're particularly, I'd say, uncomfortable, but because I don't know, it's like the sun. I gotta be out in the sun. I don't want to be in the sun, but finding me some PJs to change into. And then I am going to get to reading. I did see, however, trending on Twitter right now, everybody canceling Laini Taylor, and I have to give my 2 cents. Everybody is defending Slytherin because J.K. Rowling wrote them as like basically every villain in the book, but there are some good Slytherins. But here's the thing. As a Slytherin, I don't need you to defend me because I'm like so headstrong and so like I just don't fucking care what other people think that her words didn't actually bug me. I don't need your redemption arc, basically, is what I posted on Twitter, because it is what it is, and I am resourceful, and I do what I need to do to get where I want to go, and I don't apologize for that shit. So everybody getting on Twitter and being like, oh, you're like dogging all Slytherins, and she based it off the book, and most Slytherins in the book, like 95% of them, are pretty fucking shitty. So I get where she's coming from, but she's like, they all suck, and I'm like watching everybody cancel Laini Taylor like their queen, Laini Taylor. And I'm just laughing because I'm not actually a fan of any of her stuff. So, okay, light. We're gonna have an exorcism in my closet. But yeah, so everybody's getting all up in arms about Slytherin, and I'm just like, as a Slytherin, I just could fucking care less. But right now, I'm gonna dive back into my book, which seems pretty gruesome and kind of cool, so we'll see. But I am going to get out of the closet because I haven't been here since I was like 12. I think if I never had to get out of bed, I would never get out of bed. Anyway, I am on page 112 of Sorcery of Thorns. It's probably like 4th of the way through the book. It's actually really interesting. It's getting really good. So Elizabeth is with Nathaniel and Silas, I think is the other guy's name. Anyway, and they are taking her to the magisterium, like you guys know. But when they arrive in the town, like the whole trip there, Elizabeth is assuming that Nathaniel's going to kill her, but they actually arrive to the city, and the second they do, they go to drop her off at basically the lodging that she's staying at until the courts get to see her. But they are attacked by a bunch of lesser demons because I guess in this book, sorcerers are supposed to take demons on. It's how they get their power. And like the weaker the demon that they take on, the less power that they have. And demons are sworn to eventually kill their masters. And Silas, who is basically the servant of Nathaniel throughout the whole book, is a demon, we find out. And he's been a demon in their family for a long time. And Nathaniel's mom and younger brother die, and Silas kills Nathaniel's father. So Nathaniel's the only one of them left of his family. And he is not married. He's like there's a lot of jokes about him being like the most eligible bachelor and everybody proposing to him, but you find out that magic and things like that are less frowned upon in society than Elizabeth thinks, and it's because they're pretty cut off as librarians from the rest of the world. But so far, it's really good. It's starting to get really good. I like Nathaniel a lot. Like a lot. Kind of have a crush. Something wrong with me. He's like 18. That's okay, I guess. But for now, we went to the bakery earlier, and I have a chocolate cupcake sitting downstairs, but I need to eat lunch before I eat that. And I think I'm going to make a chicken salad, probably. So I'm going to make me some food, maybe read a little bit more. I mean, obviously read a little bit more, but read a little bit more, and then I think I might play video games for a little while, and then finish the book tonight, probably. But for now, I am going to go and make myself some food, because I have not eaten today, other than I had a whoopie pie from the bakery that we went to. So for now, I'm going to go make myself some dinner. Lunch? Dinner? It's like 1 o'clock. I'm going to go make myself some lunch. On page 191. I just ate, not just ate, I ate like a half an hour ago. But I asked on Twitter, because that's where one goes, to the tweeter, to ask people what I should do now. And it was between keep reading in bed, because I'm still in bed, or to read in the bath. And you guys voted mostly to read in the bath as of right now. It's only been up for like 10 minutes, but that's kind of how my Twitter polls go. So I'm going to get in the bath and I'm going to read a little bit more. I am, according to my dog ear, because yes, I'm a heathen and dog ear my books, I am about halfway through. So making good progress. And you know, I'm actually kind of blown away by the story. That's about what I have left. Right now, the part that I'm at, Elizabeth goes and stays with the Chancellor of the sorcerers basically, and he ends up being a complete prick and imprisoning her and then trying to steal her memories because he is the one who has been doing all of the awful shit. So she goes and finds Nathaniel again and tells him the whole story, and he believes her but doesn't know if he wants to help her. And then obviously like there's a little bit of attraction starting because we're at about the halfway mark, so I'm not shocked. But right now I am going to get in the bath, probably put on a face mask, just hang out and relax, and probably get hoping to get another couple of pages read while I'm in there, and then I'll probably finish reading it outside or something. The sun's about to go down, so maybe it'll be a little bit cooler, but I'll update you guys when I get out of the bath of what I have thought of it.
There's half a lemon downstairs with your name on it.
Okay, you want to say hi to the vlog?
What?
I was vlogging. Do you want to say hi to the vlog?
Hi, vlog.
All I hear is like me updating, then you going, there's half a lemon downstairs if you want it. You're outing my lemon obsession to my whole YouTube channel. Thanks.
You were still about your lemon obsession.
If you meet me, just bring me lemons. So, made myself a cup of coffee, I've taken a bath, I have all my skincare on, sitting down to finish the book. I have about 50% left, and my goal is to finish it before the end, hit myself in the ear, before the end of the night. So the next update you guys get from me will be what I thought overall of the book. I'm gonna hunker down and try to finish it. I'm just like ready to know what happens. I have enough questions and not enough answers, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'll see you guys in a couple of seconds with my full update on the book, and then I'm going to wrap this reading vlog up and then probably play video games till the end of the night until I am ready for bed. So I'll see you guys in a minute.
I know you feel like you want me, and I guess in a way you do. Holding my breath, unraveling emotions. I need some space to think this through. Call me all night long. Try to give you hints and a hard to see. Right on the line, no.
I did it. I finished Sorcery of Thorns. Getting ready to play some video games, but I wanted to tell you what I thought of it. The last place I told you guys I was on chapter 191, and I don't want to go over the very ending of the book because I feel like most people, the spoilers that I had up until this point are probably okay, but anything past this, you know what I mean? So I don't want to give away the whole thing because like my level of spoilers are obviously different from other people's levels of spoilers, so I don't want to spoil the rest of the book. But I will say, this author, Margaret, does such a good job of writing gray characters and realistically gray characters. There's a character in here who is super gray, albeit evil at the same time, and I really, really like that. I'm talking about Silas. But also I have to say, this has some really, I don't know, just like good rep in it, but really simple rep. There is a bisexual character in here, I'm not going to say who it is, and there's also an ace character in here, and I'm also not going to say who that is. The ace character is mentioned very briefly, and it's kind of like you have to figure that out on your own, that's sort of what's happening, but the bisexual character is like, I like men and women, and you're like, wow, really? I really like this. But I did cry. I was cuddled up with my cat on the couch reading the last 150 pages, and when it was over, I was just like, you know those like silently falling slow tears? I wasn't like ugly crying, but I was just like silently crying little tears. I'm also really sad. This is a standalone and I want more. I want another one. I'm very upset. I also should have known that I was going to like this because Catherine Arden, who did Bear the Nightingale, actually wrote the blurb, one of the blurbs on the back of it, and I love her series. I'm considering getting an Enchantment of Ravens now because I actually also really, really like the way Margaret writes. She does very, like, descriptive, but not overly descriptive, not very poetic, not very, you know, just like very easy to understand writing. And I really fucking, like, I fucking love this. Like, this is probably top 5 favorite books right now of the year. We haven't had the Read, Rate, Review live show. Maybe I won't like it as much after that, but so far I really like it. I think Nathaniel is a really good sassy character. My favorite types of characters are sassy characters. I like that there was rep in here. It wasn't too heavy-handed. It wasn't too swept under the rug in a way. It's like I always say, like, if you're gonna have gay characters, make them fucking gay. Like, don't make them, you know, like, very washed out. And I feel like it was done really well in this. And overall, the plot of it was really cool. It was kind of very atmospheric for me, and overall I just really enjoyed it. So thank you for hanging out with me today while I read this book. If you've read it, and let me know down below what you thought of it, you know, why you liked it, why you didn't like it, whatever your reasons. It's just like, it was just such a surprising read for me, and I'm so glad that G suggested we read this for Read, Rate, Review, and you guys voted for it. So I love this book. I love it so much. Silas is probably one of my most favorite characters of all time. So is Nathaniel. I have to say, even Elizabeth was really enjoyable, and you guys know that I struggle with female characters, but I think Margaret did a really good job of this. Margaret also lives in Cincinnati, which is like an hour and a half away from me, and my roommate was like, well, you better drive up there, or drive down there, and tell her that you want another one of these, because like I said, this is a standalone, and it makes me really sad. But I will definitely be picking up an Enchantment of Ravens and seeing what I think of it. If you've read both of these, let me know which one is better of the two. But I feel like, I don't know, this is a really popular book, but I feel like An Enchantment of Ravens is kind of one of those books that was hit or miss for people, and I feel like Margaret is kind of a hit or miss author for people. But if you didn't like Enchantment of Ravens, I think you might really like this, because so far to me it was just a really enjoyable, fun, well-paced, well-written, well-developed character kind of book. So that is going to be for this vlog. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. This is going to be going up on Friday. I will be putting spoilers in the title for people who don't want to be spoiled about the book, because obviously I ran my mouth the entire fucking day about it. But I love you guys a lot, and I hope you guys are enjoying all of the vlogs and just getting to hang out with me in like my day-to-day life. I wish you guys could be here in person with me when I do things like this, but obviously this is as close as I can get to hanging out with you guys at the moment. But my voice is going, so I'm going to get off here, play some video games, but I love you guys a lot, and I will see you in the vlog, because it's going to be another vlog on Monday.